here.
Even though they said you can't.
What are we finishing? The picnic here at the Highlands. Our building had this
Indoor picnic.
indoor picnic.
Because Saturday is National Picnic Day.
That's right. And so we decided we would do this, and we have a lot of people you're going to want to see that were kind enough to talk on video. We have them on video.
Yeah.
We're trying to figure out how it's all going to be spliced together, but
It's
David
thundering
didn't know
out
what to do
now.
with that. So that's it.
Yes. And we asked everybody today.
You can still hear the noise in the background, and that's okay.
But the
It's
thunder is
fun.
on.
Yeah.
But we asked everybody, something significant about their mother
Yes.
that, they remember or she taught them or whatever. And,
What do
of
you
course,
remember
we're older
most?
and we've lost our mothers. And
Yes.
so, our memories are of when we were young and we were, we just had fun and
Yeah.
so that's it's just a good thing to do.
It was sad. I've noticed that a lot of people that I talked to, they had lost their mothers early in
Yes,
life. Like you did.
oh, is that right?
Yeah. So and we all loved our mothers. My most best memory, I think, of my mother is she's such a good cook. And I remember her hugs, and she was a really, really good cook. And everybody loved her. Everybody loved Grandma Frida's hugs. And your mother was a good cook too, right?
Yes, and and she gardened, and she just did so many different things. She tried different things. She she taught us girls all the things that we should know, and I remember she tried to teach me how to darn socks. And I said, I'll never wear them because they would feel funny in my shoe.
No, and it's true. I think where I talked to a lot of these people, they came from farms, and many of them had many, many children. Their mothers had like 15 kids, or I think Rosetta said 17 or something. But so that's a lot.
That's a pretty neat thing, yeah.
And it's pretty busy. They grew up, our parents grew up during the Depression and things like that, so they really had it tough.
But, I think we remember our mothers that are gone about the things that they did for us that was a little bit beyond, just motherly things. I remember in our neighborhood, some of the girls, we had a little club, and so we got together and said, we need a little bookcase that we could put all of our little books in our magazines and stuff. And I said, I'll do that. What? How did I figure I was going to get a bookcase someplace?
Yeah.
So I went home and I was really sad. My mother asked me what was wrong, and I said, well, I think I did a wrong thing today because I said I would bring the bookcase for our club. And she said, well, okay, we can do that. You know what she did? She went to the grocery store and she got a orange crate.
Sure.
And she had this book of wallpaper samples, and she glued them onto the sides. When it was done, it was just beautiful, and I was saved. She saved my life. Yeah.
Mothers are good at that.
And I was so appreciative because, that was something that, I just hit her with it, she didn't even know what, I was doing, but she says, well, if you know you can do something, you say yes, but if you know you can't, you can't say yes.
Yes, so you learned a little lesson with that.
I know it. That is exactly right. So much fun.
But, I guess we can just say thank you for coming, and we hope that we get all the moms in there, that all the people who talked about their moms in here.
Well, we really do appreciate your coming and listening to the conversations between you and me, and we hope that you will subscribe and share, a video with someone. And we always welcome your comments, so feel free about doing that too.
And remember, subscribing is free, so it doesn't matter. You can subscribe, and then it comes up to your phone automatically when we put a new one out.
That's right.
And we'd really appreciate it.
Don't have to
if you
look
did
for
that.
it. Yeah.
Right. Right. So,
Well, we just appreciate your presence and thank you for sharing your time with us today. And remember, it's always between you and me.
Now I know I am recording and I have Katie here, right?
Oh, you want me to say something?
Sure, you could say something, Katie.
Well, I had a most interesting mother you would ever meet. We lived near high school, and so when I graduated, and we no longer had to stay near the high school, she moved the house
She
to the
what?
other end of town.
What did she do?
She moved the house.
Move the house?
She didn't know where she lived.
That was my mother.
Wow, that's cool. I got John over there in the corner. We'll get all of you later on after you've eaten. Now we've already got Katie, so that's good. It's Carol. Are you hiding from me?
I'm not Carol.
Jolene.
I'm not Carol.
Jolene. I know you're not Carol, you're Louise.
But you called me Carol.
Well, that's because I have a sister named Carol. I'm old.
Jolene used to call me. Well, what did you call me, Jolene?
Jolene, no. Tell me about. All right, Bernie, tell me about your mom. What's your memories of your mama? I remember Mama.
She was a wonderful lady.
In what ways?
She took care of us really well.
Remember anything else?
You mean about the skirt?
The skirt? Yes, tell us.
She had a book of the Vatican, and there was a picture in the Vatican book that had a
She looked like that.
it was like a nude statue, and my mother put a green grass skirt on over the.
So funny. So
But not with money.
thank you, Bernie, for sharing that memory with us. Jolene won't share with us, so I'm just saying. Okay, what's your memory, Tony, of your mom?
My mom was a wonderful woman. She died at 66, and she was a wonderful baker and cook. Her happiest time was when she had a table full of people to cook for. That was her. And she always shook her finger at you like this, and it was crooked. And my oldest son knows her the best, and he still talks about Grandma and her crooked finger and shaking it.
Shaking her finger.
Yeah, she was just wonderful, and I miss her every day. But I talk to her.
It's funny how we do miss our moms, even if
Yeah.
we're old, we still miss our moms.
Yeah.
How about you, Marianne?
Oh, my mother was great. She was a very businesswoman. She had her own real estate business and insurance business. My mother wore a hat and heels and a dress every day, earrings. And I say, honest to God, when she dies, she's going to have her hat, her earrings, and her dress on. And she was a perfect mother. Always had a business, very, very much wanted to be a lawyer. But back in the old days, fathers did not want their daughters to do that. And all three of my children are lawyers, so thanks to my mother.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow,
Thank
wow,
you.
that's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you, Marianne. I gotta continue on.
Here comes the problem, watch out, she's got her camera.
All right, Lori.
Yes,
Any special memories of your mother since Mother's Day is coming up that you wish to share?
no,
All right. No, I mean, that's all right. How about you? I'll think about it. Okay. Okay? What would you like? Any memories you might have of your mom since Mother's Day is coming up?
She was a good quilter.
Oh, nice. You know, my mom did that too.
My sister does that.
Yeah. Jody, how about you?
What was the question is?
How memories of your mother? Mother's Day is coming up.
She's a fabulous cook.
Fabulous cook.
Fabulous cook, yeah.
Yeah. I would say that about my mom too, I think. She was a great cook.
She's a
How
fabulous
about you,
cook.
Eric?
My mom had a rough life. She came over from Germany. America was her second home, and turned out to be a terrific mother. And she had four children, including me. And she had you. And she had me. So God bless her.
Even though you're a Bears fan, we're gonna be okay with that. Yeah, all right. We'll get you later.
Was a farmer from Nebraska.
A farmer from Nebraska?
Yeah, and she canned all kinds of things and gave them away to neighbors.
That's neat.
Church people.
Neat to have that memory. It's kind of cool.